What's up, airsofters of YouTube? This is your boy Swag coming at you. When we were last playing in Georgia, had some issues with some malfunctions with PMAG. Hear that sound? It's a jam BBs in there. Could be caused from overfeeding. Me personally, the way I feel about it, what causes it to jam is the weight of the BB. Personally, every time I put 2 O's in here, 2 3s, 2 5s, I get nothing but jams. But every time I put 2 8s in here, I'll never jam. Never had a jam with 2 8s. Everything under 2 8s, I've jammed. I think it's because of the tension with the weight of the BB on the spring. Probably causes it to stay a little bit sturdier so that it doesn't compress to the point where it'll jam a BB in there. But I mean, you could easily just not overfeed your mags, because that could be the #1 cause. But to me personally, I feel like it's the weight. So this is something that I've figured out playing airsoft over some time. There's only one other person that I've seen their video on how to fix a PMAG jam. But before then, it took me forever to find one. But I figured it out before that video came out. So I mean, I'm not taking credit for that. I'm going to show you how to do it. Show you some of the things you'll need to do it with. And let's get cracking. But here we go. So here we go on the disassembly of a PMAG. So hear that. So what you're gonna need now is a plastic bag, flathead screwdriver. This is a number 00, and this is a Phillips, not a flathead. Sorry. And you may still need the flathead if you need to take out strip screws. So we're gonna slightly, however so slightly, unscrew these. So the biggest thing you need to watch out for is going to be the sound of decompression spring. Okay. So here goes the tricky part. Well, not the tricky part, but the trick to avoid the tricky part. So I usually take the PMAG, put it in a plastic bag, start trying to pull it apart. You can just hear how that just unleashed right there. So you can see, if you didn't have that bad boy put in there. Woo, shit. There we go. Exactly what I'm talking about. Shit starts flying everywhere. Taking that old saying, when shit hits the fan, you put into some actual context. Alright, cool. Start screwing this fucker. And I just do everything inside the bag as much as possible, because like I said, stuff starts flying all over the place. Alright. This is a hot mess. Hot ass mess. Alright, so you can see how this motherfucker's all bent out of shape. Careful, unwind this motherfucker. So there goes the spring. There goes all the BBs. All the fun stuff. So Start going through here, start picking things apart. Start putting shit in here. And now another thing that could be a contributor to this fucker jamming up. Look at that. I got one black BB in there, which I know is a 2.0 with some 2.5s. Sometimes if you mix some of your BBs up, that could be a reason why it jammed. And like I said, I feel like the weights make a difference because I don't have too many 2.0s. I bought some 2.0s that were black on purpose, which I think is a very bad idea. Especially if you're like me, someone who has to wear glasses when they play, but I use contacts. If your depth perception is not the best, seeing black BBs fly through the air is not a good thing. If you gotta use them, I say use them in like tornadoes, like I use them in my tornadoes. Something that you don't care about using to shoot, because there's no point of shooting a black BB because you can't see it. I don't care how much good vision you have. By the time it gets like 20 feet in front of you, that thing is gone. So all the BBs in there are there, and then as you can see right here, goes the catcher for that. Goes the bomb catcher. There goes all the fun stuff right here. So you should have a total of 9 screws that screw into the middle of the PMag to hold the frame together. You should have 1 screw that screws into the Allen part, and then you should have 2 medium size springs for the base plate. 2 medium sized springs for the base plate, and then 1 small spring for the catcher for the top half to catch the BBs. Okay? So that is how you disassemble a jam PMag.